Hey there, this is Chad Garber. In this video, I'm doing a repeat of yesterday's video, but actually not a repeat, but an additional 2 more little exercises. Let's make sure we're live and synchronizing. Yep. Awesome. All right. Yesterday we looked at this one. And that's really cool. By the way, I almost got as fast as Robert Baker did. Not quite, but I'm getting there. So that was the first one. This one, we got two today, but it's actually one, but with an additional little one. I'm going to start off with a little additional one, okay? So here's the first one, okay? This is get a like I said, get a metronome and do it. Here's the first little exercise. Okay, and then do that all the way up the neck. So what I'm doing is my pointer finger on the first fret of the G. Then I'm alternate picking every time, okay? And then I put my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the G. Put my pinky on the 4th fret of the G. And then I pick the 2nd fret of the B. Happen to be picking up on it. And then go back down. And go back down to the 4th fret of the G, the 3rd fret of the G, and the 1st fret of the G. So it's... Let me get the metronome out. We'll start at 175. So, and something that Steve Ozone told me that would really help me is you know, whenever you're doing these exercises or trying to play any fast at all, or play at any time actually, you don't necessarily have to squeeze the string to the neck. You don't have to have it so down where it takes all your energy away. You can lightly tap. Lightly tap with when you hold the frets, string to the frets, and it makes the noise. And so you can do that, and you can save a lot of energy and get faster. All right, so thank you for Steve Ozone for that. So again, and also muffle it a little bit with your right hand. So and really, you'll figure out why we're doing this one when I show you the main one. Okay, so that was the mini. That was like not a sub, but like I don't know what we'll call it. It's an additional little help, because now here's the main exercise. And really, I got this lick from Robert Baker's video. But here's the exercise. Okay, so what I'm doing is starting on the first fret of the E. and then do the second fret of the E, and then the fourth fret of the E, and then the first fret of the A, and then go back down to the fourth and second and first again, or first. And then back to so it's fourth, second, first. So you go all the way back, and then you do it again, but you add the A string 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 4. And then you do the next string. You go one on the start on the A this time, and you go 1, 2, 5. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4, and then you hit the 1 on the B string. on the D string. And then you go, do the same thing. You go up 1, 2, 4, A, and then to the 1, D, 4, 2, 1, A. And then you go 1, 2, 4 on the A again. 1, 3, 4 on the D, on the G, on the D. And then you do the same thing. You start with a D, go 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, 4. 1 on the G, back down to the G or D, 3. I'm at 4, 3, 1. And then 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4 again on the G. And then go back, and then you start with a G and you go 1, 3, 4. And this time you hit the 2, the second fret of the B, hence the exercise we did. And then you hit the 2 and you go back down 4, 3, 1 to the G again. And that's exactly why we did that exercise, because if you notice, that's a little bit trickier than the other ones. Then you go back down 4, 3, 1 to the G. And then 1, 3, 4 on the G again. This time you hit the, what I do is I use my pointer finger to hit the second fret of the the B, and then it's 1, 3, 5. So it's 1, 3, 5, and then you start back there, 1, 3, 5 on the B. I'm sorry, 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5 on the B. Sorry about that. 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 5 on the B, and then you hit 2 on the E. Back down to the 5, 3, 2. And then you end up 1, 3, 5 on the E. And so you can see why we did the other exercise, because this is a little bit more tricky than the other ways. Okay, and I found out when I was doing the exercise that I was running at a certain speed, my bottleneck was right there, because I was having trouble. So I was going ahead and trying to eliminate the bottleneck for us as we do this. Okay, so here's how it sounds. I'll do it at 200. And then just go up 1 fret and do the whole thing over again. And remember not to push down too hard with your left hand. And also you want to muffle a little bit too. And again, the one thing to realize when you're doing that, when you go in from the, when you're on the G string and you go, when I do that part, when I hit this, when I first hit the second fret of the B, I use my middle finger. No, my birdie finger. Yeah, my middle finger. My middle finger. And then when I go back up, though, I change that fret. I use my pointer finger on that fret, on the second fret instead, on the way back up. So right here, middle finger, pointer finger. So I start with my pointer finger to get this stretch. So middle finger, pointer finger. Okay. And then once you do it at a certain speed, put it up 10 more. And you might want to, again, you might get stuck with this one. It's a lot more difficult. It's a great exercise in and of itself. Just mess with your brain. Okay, so once you do that, then you can, if you can do that at that speed, you can do the other one at the same speed because that won't be your bottleneck. Whoops, theoretically. Luke Kern in the house. What up, Luke? How are you? How much did you see? Did you get most of it? There's two different exercises. Yeah, so that's the two. The first one is and that just makes it where you can do that. Now, if you go back to yesterday's, now this video can give you hope because I'm close to getting it almost as fast as that guy, Robert Baker. Not quite on the other stuff, but I'll start off with 250 and I'll kind of go up in there. Just because this eventually, if we keep on doing this, has only been a couple days since I've been doing it, and it's already been helping me so fast. And so this from yesterday, if you haven't seen yesterday's, it's over there. I'll put a link up here somewhere. Remember not to hit it too hard. We're gonna go 270. Remember not to hit light like Steve Ozone said. Well, I'm not warmed up now. I mean, difficult to do it that for some reason. I don't think I'm gonna have to go back through 260 because you can kind of feel it's not working right. Yeah, that feels right. I'm at 260 right now consistently. Yeah, Luke says, seems like a more beneficial exercise than the spider chromatics. Yes, sir, you mean this? Or this? I'm not sure what, yeah, but I agree, though, because, you know, what I like about these... One thing I like about these things is because you can actually use them in songs. Well, when are you going to go, like, if you're in the middle of a jam, you're probably not going to go. You know, so it's, even if you get that fast, who cares, really, you know? But this works all your fingers as well. Especially today's. This one right here is just powerful. Because if you think about it, it's like every finger is being worked. Earlier I was smoking. Look. But now, it's weird how you can sometimes once you get warmed up, you can go a lot faster than you can. Now I'm slow. That's about as fast as he goes, but clean. I'm not clean yet. Yeah, but I definitely like these. Even, a few minutes ago I couldn't do that. That's what's so cool. It's so you can measure it's quick too. You can measure your progress, and you can quickly measure your progress. I couldn't do this a few minutes ago. Can barely do it now. And the truth is, I do the chromatic stuff as well when I practice, but I don't like it either, and it doesn't really. I don't know how much it helps. Well, I really love exercises that you can do that you can actually work in solos. Ooh, ugly. Could do it for a little while. So now here's the whole thing again at 250. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. Hands got tired and confused. So then you just got to take a break. So that's pretty much the exercise today. You have anything to add there, Luke? Somebody needs to join us, like Steve Ozone. Steve Ozone, Earth to Steve Ozone, if you're out there, so he can give us some more tips. Funny thing is that video I'm talking about from Robert Baker, it only has like 9,000 views or whatever 3 years ago. And that's not a little bit, but it seems like something like that would be a lot bigger. That would have a lot more views. It only has 9,000 views or 10,000, close to 10,000. Another comment said that they prefer that I use cleaner sounds when we're doing these exercises, and I think he's right. So I'm using it a little bit more clean. See, that's definitely the bottleneck right there. Looking for an easier way to do it. Nope, there's no easier way. You could even do something like that. great one right there. So there's a third one if you want to do this one. It's the same one I did the first time, but then it adds this part. Anyway, so you got it. You got the feel. So that's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me, Luke. Hopefully this will help you as well. And that is the ball game.